Well, ladies and gents, this isn't just the headline, right? You read the title of the video, is that basically, if you criticise Brie Larson, you're an incel, according to Samuel L. Jackson. And that is true. That is the brunt of what we're getting in this as an interview piece. I don't know what's happened to Samuel L. Jackson recently. I massively respect the guy. He's made some incredible work. But he also came out and sort of spoke against Quentin Tarantino as well at some point. And that's basically the guy that gave you your career, for goodness sake, you know? Like, odd person to lambast when everyone else was lambasting him in the media. Very odd. So, I don't know what's happened to Samuel L. Jackson recently. Maybe I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. But again, I have nothing but respect for the chap for his sort of wealth of work that he's put out there. He's done some absolutely incredible stuff. And he's a great actor. And he's great in most things he's in. There you go. But he has gone out and said some really dumb stuff recently in an interview with Rolling Stone, who are notoriously terrible this day and age. And it was all kind of misguided because he's trying to support Brie Larson. But when you say something like this, you're going to tank your own show. This has happened recently very often. So I don't understand why he's doing this. He's distancing and disenfranchising a large part of his audience. Literally, like that. Click of the fingers, they're gone. And this is what's happening here. So, also, FYI, I've just done my Secret Invasion review. It wasn't even very good. So, you've got to at least have something good, you know, on the back end of all this as well. Because, goodness me, if your product isn't even good and you're lambasting half your audience, it's not a good look, mate. So, he spoke with Rolling Stone's Marlo Stern. Jackson was asked, "You're going to be in the Marvels with Brie Larson, and you two are good pals." She got so much hate for playing Captain Marvel from the more sexist side of Marvel's fanbase. What was it like to see her go through that? For starters, let's just sort of cut through the drivel there. It wasn't the sexist side of Marvel's fanbase, it was the male side of Marvel's fanbase. And just males in general, because they did not like being talked down to and demeaned by someone who they had done nothing to. I mean, that's basically what it was. It was Brie Larson was being sexist, and she got called out for it. That was the brunt of it. That is it. So first, Jackson relayed how the two actors bonded. He said, "Brie's a stronger person than people give her credit for. We had done Kong together, which was not the most wonderful experience for either of us. We became great friends during that particular experience because we were having such a hard time." All this stuff is quite sweet, in fairness. Then, when she was doing her movie Unicorn Store and trying to get a particular actor, I was in the makeup trailer with her and was like, "Why are you trying to hire this other actor and not trying to get me to do your movie?" She said, "I didn't think you'd ever do it. So, will you?" And I was like, "Let's do it." Again, all this stuff, wholesome, nice, shows him to be a good friend. And sure, that's good, right? And this is why I think it's misguided. But here's the stuff that'll annoy you. Or make you go, what? So Jackson then detailed that they continued to bond when the election of President Donald Trump broke her. He relayed, "Then we bonded through the election while we were doing her movie when Donald Trump won. She was broken and I was like, don't let them break you. You have to be strong now." Then, when she got Captain Marvel, she called me and was like, "They want me in the Marvel universe. Should I do it?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, let's do it." But she's not going to let any of that stuff destroy her, he continued. So Jackson then went on to just call everyone incels. For fucking... this is why I think it's misguided. I think he's just trying to support his friend, but I think it's fucking misguided. And you're pissing in the face of everyone. And it's not wise, it's not smart. These incel dudes who hate strong women, or the fact that she's a feminist who has an opinion and expressed it. Everybody wants people to be who they want them to be. She is who she is, and she's genuinely that. Buddy, slow your roll, okay? You're going to tank Secret Invasion now. Comments like this destroy shows. They do. Unequivocally, they do. And calling anyone... like just these incel dudes who hate strong women. Look, are there incels that hate strong women? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely there are. You know? Of course there are. But to say anyone that had a counter opinion to her, you know, the fact that she's a feminist who has an opinion and expressed it. Yes, There are people that didn't like her opinion. But it's valid that other people express their opinion. You can't have one opinion expressed whilst just demanding that that's the only voice in the room, and if another voice enters the fray, well then that counter opinion, because it's a counter opinion, is based in hatred. No, you can merely want to come out and correct something or say, hey, I don't think that's quite accurate or correct, etc., without being some weird incel misogynist. Like, it's just bizarre that you think that's whatever it is. Very odd, right? And this is the thing that she always gets flack for. It was for A Wrinkle in Time. I don't need a 40-year-old white dude to tell me what didn't work for him about A Wrinkle in Time. It wasn't made for him. I want to know what that film meant to women in colour, to biracial women, to teen women of colour, to teens that are biracial, blah, 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 blah. And for the third time, I don't hate white dudes. These are just the facts. These are not my feelings. Sure, whatever. But that was because people were like, hey, this is crap. And they were white. Their opinion didn't matter, apparently. Ridiculous. So, yeah, I don't know. It's not a good look, mate. It's not a good look at the end of the day. And she's sort of reeled back on her feminism stuff nowadays as well. She was recently a judge at Cannes. Asked about Johnny Depp, and she's like, what? No, don't ask me this, basically. Why are you asking me this? I see no correlation to you asking me about Johnny Depp, here at this. Stop it, basically. So she's kind of reeled it all back. But I just think it's unfortunate. You're going to tank Secret Invasion. Secret Invasion is going to tank itself because it's crap, FYI. Very boring, very slow. I like slow stuff, but this is made for idiots and just children. It's not good. I didn't enjoy it anyway. I'm sure other people will, and I'm probably wrong, but who cares? But basically, if you criticise Brie Larson, you're an incel. You can't get any for JJ, apparently, because apparently that's a fact. You criticise Brie, you don't get any pussy for some bizarre reason. Anyway, there you go. Samuel L. Jackson, mate. I don't know what's happened to you lately, but goodness me, stop it. You're on a train going somewhere where people don't recognise you anymore. Please stop it. We like you, Samuel. Please stop it.